Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with? Just us. This is pretty much a known place. A gap.
She nods, rinsing another.
Not much. Some things.
So, they don't hold.
No, we've tried, but things.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth. The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the...
You're stupid. Okay.
The scruffy-haired little...
You're stupid.
Just a second ago, the first one was laughing. Now, he's doing something with his lips and his gap tooth.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. Oh? Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
A few locusts trudge along the wall of the trap. The rest are piled in a heap in the... The trap is filled with... A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall.
Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't see. The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was... You see, a slogan used to intertwine with the... Looks like tomorrow never came. Looks like tomorrow never...
Hello. Isn't this a fine morning? Sure. What's on your mind? Yes, Steve?
A pleasure with...
Yes. To lure in their star engineer. But of course, what else?
Yes?
The mother of humanism stands.
Yes, what is it? No? Yes. And? I don't care. I don't...
Wow, she really doesn't. Not afraid, this one. An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune.
It's military. The washerwoman mentioned a depot up the coast. She said it was for most...
You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your...
We don't get in there. Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door. Relax, no one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And...
just dead and done. The trap is full of...
Hello, hello. Let me know. Have you tried it before?
The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire some of the knickknacks on display. Looks like he doesn't want to get involved.
If you say so. Here you go, man.
Yes, darling. That's the coalition cup. Not so sure about this. Because it's an anti-radiation drug, and you're a cop, not a post-apocalyptic scavenger.
Of course. Of course. It's in working order still, isn't it? Sure. Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time, perhaps. Sure thing. Sure, man. Someone else came here earlier today.
What? The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
Sure, man.
Officer, can't actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same. The prick is gone.
He is trying to retain his jolly facade, but the
Hell, most likely. He was an absolute Kent. Real shame.
No worries, just a small setback. Movere tempore.
His hungry little heart finally gave out. The dock workers found him in the guard booth this morning.
Wait, did he push himself to prove?
Yes, he was about to head home. 'Cause when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes and not the Kuketu uniform. I saw him. Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Now the joke's on him, 'cause he's gonna be buried without it.
That means the uniform could still be in the guard booth. Something to keep in mind if you really plan to give yourself to Revachol.
No, René was the most stubborn man in Revachol. I repeat, an absolute Kent. The only people who could stand to be around him were Jenny and me. And she never lost sight of it. And I thought if the most beautiful being in the... We've hated each other our entire life. Yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did. In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial. That's what he said to me. He lived a Kent, and we've hated... Yes, in Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial. That's what he said to me. Let me see. This was 60 years ago. We all went to that parade. Young René looked so happy, and Jenny... I'm sorry, officer. I just... Thank you. Thank you for this little memorabilia. It really means the world to me.
That was nice. A small thing for us, but invaluable to him. He probably didn't even know René had the photo. Yes, we are both very...
It is what it is. Part of life, really. But to know someone for 79... I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But you must need something. Yes? What about René?
Yes.
It is... I just don't know anymore. Officer, I just can't do this right now. The Union...
Jamais vu. Derealization. Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never. This is the night watchman's booth. Take it. It's just there.
I suppose René is not going to be needing it anymore. It's a bit too colorful for my taste, though. Fantastic. Try not to wear it with other similarly colorful clothes.
Draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly. Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because what wasn't an option? Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
Mr. Dubois, every worker... Yes, yes, my best men are tracking it down. Some kids saw some other kids running away with it. What's that, Harry? You're getting a little pale. Is it the words paranoid schizophrenic and lost gun in one sentence? Don't worry, it's just a lead.
Mister, I'm not gonna bother you with a long greeting, just like we talked about before. I know you're probably a busy
Unpromising race pupil returns.
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be true. There always is.
Race is don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to... Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital. Of course you are, Revacholian man. The failure of, above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Rock and roll is moribund. Only Koikos listen. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to... I can see that. The Simonees are... We are the future. I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Lumbuir are with me. No. I have heard about it on the radio. Yes.
How can I help you? The mercenary, eh? Who could I...
The man whispers a joke.
We're negotiating. Aye.
The man whispers.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on... Honest men, we came here.
I have a question.
You think they follow because I'm big? Free flow!
Don't talk to him any...
Fucking wow.
You hear it.
How about you?
Okay, of course.
Fucking wow.
You hear a tiny...
How about you?
Okay, of course.
The man's... It's hard to do that when you...
When a buck beats me.
When the man... There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His shirt is far too small. He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn. The woman still, no response. Wherever. An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic.
Looking for something? It's not.
Chain, not sheep. Ostriches.
People who've studied this thing.
If this guy's all the Occidentals have, well, let's...
Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different? The problem? The damn kips are showing up. It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what? Go right ahead.
Lieutenant Kitsura, not a lot of moral fiber on this one yet.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, Jean.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
Why?
This is not what he thinks it is. I'm afraid it's not what you think it is either.
What in the name of fuck?
I don't want to give you my gun.
The fuck is happening, Titus?
Easy, Shanks. I want to see where this is going.
Police job?
The pressure in the...
Be careful, it's loaded.
Good. Now put it in your mouth. I want to point it at them. Everyone knows how to do that.
What are you doing?
Genuine panic flies across the lieutenant's face.
Fellas, you getting any of this?
We'll solve the case. Look at me. Don't worry. He's
inside the small...
Yeah. I'll say...
You won't, man. His fucking balls ain't big enough.
He's not gonna...
No. He'll do it. Go ahead, son. 3, 2...
Kisses, kisses. No. Give it to Lieutenant. There will be no spinning. Do the honest thing. Pull the... Deranged cop kills himself. Citizens in shock as a deranged law official, reportedly from the 41st Precinct, shot himself in the head last night.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar? You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also...
Huh? You got a problem with beer?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
Speak for yourself, buddy. We've been giving a shit for 10 years.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffito removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties, while there's a...
So what? What do you want from me?
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
Titus is hiding nothing. Titus?
You want to talk to her? Fine, talk to her. I got nothing. So long as you treat her with respect. No questioning, no harassing.
What is her name?
Glacia. I'm on Duke. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags. A real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit. Blonde. That's I'm on Duke. With an O-U.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Sure. Why not? You've probably seen her around.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, but no one notices. Your spine is too damn straight. None of these people would ever suspect you.
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their...
It was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your state.
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish it.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe?
Here you go, boss.
I know her.
How well?
A small twitch in the corner of...
Well enough, Copper. We party. She's been here for a few months.
He tries to make it sound real casual, but the...
You mean Revachol? Nah.
Our Miss Aranye disco dancer is an immigrant.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad... Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent.
What do you think I meant? Yeah, we did them. What's that to you? No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. You don't know her. Not the way I do. Remember what I said. Freight train.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
Hey, was there something you needed? Another thing. Great. I love those. What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen find? Okay, the kitchen is closed. Yes?
Yes? What is it?
The door is... There's still a dent in the vinyl, where you punched it before. This little depression is all you could inflict on the... Beauty has abandoned you in this ugly white morning. It was morning. The words still echo in the hallway. The door feels cold.
Who is it?
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. This medicine cabinet is full of wares. It's been used, but not for scrubbing blood off towels. Or pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle.
Anything of note?
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol.
An opioid receptor antagonist. It's used for diamorphine overdoses.
You could say he's on the lookout. Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotvaldian, marked red blister packs, you find a bright orange bottle with Preptide stamped on it, in sunny, happy letters. And your chest swells with pride. Look, it's made right here in Revachol. It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it
Preptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy. Silently, feels so sleek and beautiful. You got it. Here comes the afterburner. Time to become a super detective again, Harry. This window is pristine on the inside, unlike smooth as ice. There are spots following your lead. The lieutenant leans in close.
Looks like it, yes.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight. It's barred from the inside. Sounds like it's heavy, too.
I don't know, Lieutenant Yefreiter. It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue... I don't know. The further we get, the more...
Below, the hostel cafeteria creaks and groans. A dull thump.
The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
Something cracks inside. It is an unbelief.
Nice.
Filling you with a belief.
Sounds like the property damage wasn't in vain, at least. Would it hurt to look in?
You clearly see footprints.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new. 3 weeks maximum from the dust coverage. This isn't bad at all. It was a good idea to see where that door leads. Commendable work bringing us to this place. It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route, behind our rape victim's room, in the recent weeks.
Large prints, most likely made by boots. One person has been here. They've gone back and forth. The tips point both ways.
Between that and that. The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person. No, these little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me.
Everything around you is quiet. The print... Over there, in the corner. Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goat.
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats. A classic. A little. Ah, great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. Reads the golden letter. Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready. Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend. The theme of the game is to explore Gord. The peak of the mountain is at the top of areas around the playfield represents Gordy's climb. Indeed, think of them as balls. It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon, go, Fingerboy.
I feel sorry for the gods. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius, the kind of a guy who uses the word savage, an avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from him. He also hit his wife and kids. Other people.
That's what they should have turned into a pin.
But you seem to be having fun.
Your game is definitely improving. Natural select. Suddenly, a special passage. Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit. Tiny hammer shatters something in the words pale rupture light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling.
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the...
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by this can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptible. Hit the pads as fast as you can. You're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special.
I am. I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake, and then it's all over.
With automation-like precision, you keep the final goat ball in play. Gaudy ball.
Huh?
A panel opens up at the top of the playfield, and a new ball charges downhill. It's large, so violent is its descent, it immediately knocks the high score, announce the speakers, and the whole machine lights up. Then the flippers retract, leaving a perfect opening for the gaudy ball to...
That's amazing. You didn't just win. No one I know has ever beaten Gordy's goats. That is a monumental achievement. Congratulations, Your Highness. That was really impressive. The machine needs a good service before anyone else. Yes. Good times.
Once again. You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock.
There must be a key somewhere. Probably somewhere in the whirling. It's not too important.
This small elevator smells of nougat and sweat. The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance. There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descente, and an international...
That it does. I say, let's brave it. At the end of the last century. Look on the bright side. If it fails, we will only sustain minor injuries. I'm talking 3, maybe 4 months in the hospital. Maximum 5. Seems so, although it's pretty quaint for a freight elevator.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the...
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before... Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be...
A creek.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the artists bang away at it.
Remember the dice maker? Then that means...
Ah, yes, as the novelty dice makers said. This has
But then, it went bankrupt. Your skin crawled.
If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air. You catch a single white flower between your fingers. The rest fly off in... The young woman looks at the Maybell in your hand. The lieutenant gives you... Six crumbling petals rest on your palm.
This is the Insulindian lily, called Maybells or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle. The revolutionaries saw the communards and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the... It's about girls and boys more than sight. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of... Yes, but not this early, not to my knowledge. It looks dried. Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
The petals feel dry and water flows under the channel bridge. Dark water. You rub yourself inland, above the Martinez, the wrinkled fingers of an old man.
Welcome to the roof.
Her hair is below her silvery jumpsuit. An athletic young, then toned over several years of self.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will. It's much nicer now.
Where the dead body used to hang.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly. Oh yes, legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there. They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the infernum.
I am Kim Kitsuragi. I am a detective from...
Have I ever? This is the biggest fan of ostentatious orchestrations I have seen in my life. Oh yeah. Life gets hard, but we go on. I can see that. I'm glad all the...
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there.
Huh. I see.
What could she be thinking of? It's hard to say. Her shoulders are relaxed, her eyes on the cigarette.
Clausier Amandu. Vredefort, Republic of Iran.
Wasn't the tattoo on the hanged man an Oranese map of the waterways? The thought begins to form in your head, then dissipates. Something.
A bad memory, officer. It's the past. People can't go back to the past. I'm 28. Something stupid. Oranese lit. Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university. Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are nothing. I do nothing with it. It's not very cool, but what can you do? I'm afraid you can't.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river. If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausier Mondu. Look, officers, I like this place. But I don't want to be stuck wandering the city like... I don't want to become an indentured servant in a brothel on Boogie Street. And I don't want my relatives to pay the rent. Okie dokie.
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly doesn't show in her expression or her movements.
The record. So official. Yeah, it's pretty deluxe. I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November. Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol. I heard this is where the washed-up disco has-beens go. I'm really not. I did not. Mystery solved, then.
There may be more to this mystery at some later time. She's holding back. Let's make a mental note for now.
A peephole?
Yes, looking into your bedroom, miss.
Okay. Do you think this is somehow connected to me? Okay. Do you have any way of knowing how long it has been there?
Unfortunately, no. But if I were to guess, long enough. The perforation is under the bookshelf on your wall. It should not be hard to cover.
Shit. I don't know. Maybe he's been there for a long time. I'll be fucking covering it up with a lot of tape, that's for sure. Was there anything else back there? Huh. This isn't...
She's straight as a... She feels like quarry, encircled. Her eyes dart to...
Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun. Mm-hmm. It is.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook.
Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke. She looks at the dry, chipped white polish covers the...
Pretty. Looks like a dried Maybell. Is that the one you caught? Sambo style? A martial art, sir.
Samurai boxing, or Sambo. Graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo style implies stealth and cool.
Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know, officer. It's a bit early in the morning for rape, isn't it?
She looks around. The sun has...
It is. It's murderously early. I'm amazed I'm awake. Why am I even awake? Yeah... I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
By him, she must...
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier. Bullet? They shot him too? They stripped his clothes.
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused, sorry.
So am I. Were you aware that he had...
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
It's hard to know what to think about that answer.
We partied. A lot of partying going.
From Titus. About her and Titus's relationship. That's where you heard it.
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect.
Whoa. After so much drinking and drugs, how did they manage it?
A little. The drugs were good enough, and...
How did you two meet?
Downstairs. At the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that. Pretty much.
Warming then. She must be very cold and exhausted of this life.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. He takes a small step.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes. I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Revachol, miss.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little. With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz and...
So, she's God's mystery phone cutter.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was...
Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Thanks. I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the Union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the water.
Thank you for making the call, miss.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here.
And his role in the strike was...
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss...
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
They're frequent guests downstairs. They have a booth for Union members. Over drinks. It's been a little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical...
I have. Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said...
She breathes a silvery sigh.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Yeah, thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it. With money, sir. It's not exactly the NT-Star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there. Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
Better safe than sorry. Oh, yes. One of my favorites. Like, not being able to stay up for 36 hours. Not being happy. It cures those ailments. It's just a mirrored speed molecule, basically. Very funky. All right. Why not?
Whoa. In your hand. What a funny little cat. Don't let the scary medical warnings throw you off. It's an inadequate antidote to radiation poisoning. The container is warm to the touch. Or is that just the anticipation? You screw the lid open and look. A little... What is he? Your mother? Is Kim your... Oh, you suck a minuscule drop of extremely chemical-smelling liquid into your mouth. There, it seeps into your tongue. When you swallow, it's already almost all gone. It tastes like many things, all melted into one. No, of course not this warmth. It makes you want to share your discovery with Kim. Why not? Please don't actually operate any. Already you can tell you're going to be slurping a if you can keep.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's a Perolidon button. It gives +1.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story. What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it. If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her. You think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move.
Hello, officer? What brings you up here again?
Soft, light brown eyes look back at you. I have bad news for you. You know these guys? Who, me? Yes, he's talking about you. You too. Me? What have I done this? These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info. You can't. I'm sorry I didn't catch it sooner. It takes conscious effort on your part. You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one who used nothing? Someone else was supposed to chime in, weren't they? And then they didn't. Just me swooshing around, huh? No, Mr. Conclusion. You're always kind of limited in your analytical abilities. That's not. I think it's safe to assume. Yes. Mr. Thespian, no. He's not going to show up. I'm sorry. Your lie detection isn't working. It's not her doing. He's just totally inept. How it always does. Through subtle. There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she... No. It's better to know you're being played than there's no way of knowing. At the moment, all of them. Bullshit, man. Especially that guy. No fucking way, man. Really? Quick. Glory. Truth. Softness. Protect her. She wants you. Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this. For a second, her face disappears from still smiling, a tired smile.
Not my favorite topic, but okay. How about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now?
The window stands bright. The morning light hurts your eyes. You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in...
You can barely see through. Better not to jump to sensation. The footprints on the floor, however.
Boring footprints. You lean closer to the peephole. Instinctive. If your mesolimbic reward pathway, and were your glands to venture another guess. You clearly...
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else,
the machine. You see, you immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
There must be a key somewhere. Probably somewhere in the whirling. It's not too important. We can get in and out using the roof door.
The door does challenge. The steel doesn't even tremble. You're right. The door looks positively...
Hey, was there something you needed? Another thing. Great. I love those. Why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do. I thought we had one good guest in the building. Yeah, well, she's not a guest, is she? Anyway, I'll forward that woman her bill and be done with it. Now, was there anything else? Oh, okay, well, I do hear...
He's really holding himself back here. It takes a lot of willpower not to ask. Obviously, he's been wanting to know what's behind them.
Okay, what is back there? Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean. No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there. No, but we could diversify the entertainment options, seeing as you've opened the door back there. Well, the machine we have in the corner now is broken. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here, other than the hellish karaoke machine.
He should still know. You have to be forewarned about these things.
What? Why would you say that?
So he knows of the doomed commercial area and its address. He's thought about this.
I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the Whirling. Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tile work? These... For 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, some doom ghost. Yeah... It's slowly growing on me again. It's... Even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area. I don't place much stock in the curse and so on, but the label frightens the clientele. Who wants to stay at a doomed hostel? Everything's doomed. Some real estate management company. They never come around here, just collect money from afar. Well, it sure as hell wasn't the...
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Hail, Holy Queen, by the Ateniers. Hail, Holy Queen of the Sea. You're whirling in rags, you're vast and you're...
Good pick.
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to play. So, if you didn't have anything else to tell me about my establishment... What wall? I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the whirling does...
The color has drained from his face. What a shame to fix such a good peephole.
Absolutely not. Fuck you for even implying it. It wasn't me. It wasn't my stuff.
Sir, he was only asking a question. It's his job and mine.
Yes, I absolutely will. Sorry, it's been a bit of a day. And now Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment? Yes.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you. He looks up at you. Shrugging is an international sign.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now? Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say any...
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fuck.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down. And
yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you.
His hands become fists.
And you went and pushed her. I am gonna
hit you. Duck.
Titus Hardy. Everard personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in...
The room is so quiet you could...
Look, Copper. We know that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessed. Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man. What's on it? We call it the door gun a mega mix. You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. We have machines. We're in logistics.
Understood? You've listened in on their...
Since way before their chief started...
Things got nice and quiet after that.
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop.
Don't put yourself down, Angus.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something.
I'm sure we can find a tape.
Where can I listen to this?
Yeah, play it.
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
You don't care about evidence.
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the...
I won't be on your bulletin board. Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy. You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll...
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus. You push. Command set.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson.
He's right.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrete on your porter.
End of recording. It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls. Indeed, but it seemed authentic enough, still. Corty could be short for Cortenar, one of the other mercenaries, the one he was talking to. Probably the mountain at the harbor gates. Mr. Right to Word, a village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about. Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. We would need to know the story of this man's service. I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you?
As you take out the tape, the...
Hello, officer? What brings you up here again?
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never where did they get this recording?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via the...
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style? Yeah. That was practically his pickup.
A memory surfaces in her tired Neo.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style? He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything. No, I'm pretty sure he did all those things, and then had to internalize them to keep on living, until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for? Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way. It was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Jesu all rolled into one person, then cast in Norani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower. We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Kohoi here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? In Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed...
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Yes? What is it?
Again? I can't believe this shit. Okay, why not? Let's do the old thing over again. So, do you know who hanged him? Yeah, I don't know. Oh my god, there's more.
Right to work! Right to work! Sure.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now? And that fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in...
You smell weakness. He's getting tired of the game he's been playing.
Fucking fuckity fucker. And what did she say then? That it's fine. People are supposed to be like that.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little...
Funny. No good. Alright. Oh, fucking righty then. I guess it's good then.
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
Women are crazy. Irrational. That's what you're thinking, right? Also, your fists are itching for a bump.
Nah, I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head. I don't know what the fuck that means. Oranese.
I've noticed the same. Yes, he meant Oranese literature. Women are always reading, right?
You can say that again, copper.
Here we go. Bump it hard. Your fist connects with his. Hard. The slam is audible. A flash of pain, like slamming your fist against iron. He is stronger than he looks.
And now you, Bina Claude.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses. Not bad.
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
The man is slowing down.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. Next time you see her, tell her.
This is the petulant rage of...
That lying, scamming. We're done.
Yeah.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can.
What is this quiet funeral shit?
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
It's you again. What is it?
Clausia is playing them like a fiddle. Tell them how bad they got played, and they'll tell you the truth. There are many ways to go about it. All of them really good.
What the hell are you talking about? That's a nice way of putting it, but you know, I'm in the dock.
That is a nice way of putting it. He stole it from a song.
These working class oafs don't know how to talk about feelings. You shouldn't have.
It's you again. What is it?
Convince Titus he's being manipulated, but you know someone who might. Fat Angus, the powerful guy. Mr. All-Must. Just remember, it's about more than Clausia. It's about these men and Martinez. Outside, in the midday sun. Ruins. The pavements are cracked and the benches peeling. Fat Angus, just remember, outside, in the...
Huh?
He'll get it. Go on.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Goddamn right. This is Union Town. You work for the...
Fuck, Dennis. We don't kill you if you work for the company. Half the harbor works for the company.
Work for the wrong company, and they execute you.
It wasn't that. It wasn't... We just couldn't get him down, okay?
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him.
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
Firearm. A Glass 08.